Welcome back to Class Rhymes, guys. Kai over here with Jason.
What's going on, folks?
And in this video, we're going to talk about our favorite rifle / shoulder-fired weapon system, slings. And there's a bunch of them out there, so we just basically picked 5 of our favorites, right?
Yeah.
And but before we get to actually telling you guys what our favorite slings are, let's talk about what types of slings out there. Number one, sling is extremely important. So if you do have a long gun, shoulder-fired weapon system, because there are PCCs out there, pistol caliber carbines or rifles, make sure you have a sling that is going to keep a positive control of that shoulder-fired weapon system.
I mean, a sling is literally a holster for the long gun. It
Precisely.
keeps the platform to you.
Exactly. You're not going to get a handgun in your pocket or without a holster in your belt, right? You're not going to do that. You always use a holster. Same goes with rifles or shoulder-fired weapon systems, where you want to have a sling to have a positive control. And the reasons for that is obviously if you have to go hands-on with anything, right? You want to keep that rifle on your body. If you have to get into a tussling with somebody so that person can't get the rifle from you, and you can also move around and you don't have to just hold on to the rifle. Also prevent fatigue. Imagine you have to hold on to it all the time. You can just let it kind of hang, right? But that's besides the point. I don't want to get too detailed into the tactical aspect of it, but it's extremely important. Let's talk about some of the types of slings out there. Yeah. How many points?
I mean, it depends, right? You've all got everything up to 3-point slings as well. So obviously, that's not as common. 3-point slings do exist. You saw a lot of those during the GWAT phase, especially for guys running like sub guns and everything, meaning that, you got a sling connected from front point, mid point, or rear point, and also it connected in 3 different points of contact. So
yeah,
there you go.
It's a 3-point is. We're not even going to talk about it.
Yeah,
Quite
they're
honestly,
not as common at all.
Spoiler alert: we don't have it on our list, right? So the most commonly ones out there are single point and 2-point. Single point, the name is on there. You basically have one attachment. In this case, we've got these QD attachments, right? One attachment to the one portion of the gun, and then the gun is just hanging loose. Yep. There's pros and cons. I want to talk about it, and I can just show it to you. So there's multiple parts, right? This is Brandon's rifle. We got attachments on the stock itself on either side, or you can have one right there. So let's just for demonstration purposes, right? I've got a sling on here. Just gonna basically grab this thing. There you go. There you go. Now this thing is securely in there. If you just ran this gun with just this sling, and it would just be hanging on your body like this, right? That's one of the cons, right? You don't really have that nice, snug control of the gun, but it is a lot easier to do like switching shoulders, right? You can just do this all day long. So it's a lot easier when compared to other options out there. And less snag hazard. When you have single point, when you do reloads and stuff, do you see this like 2-point right here? Kind of gets in the way depending on where you attach it on the gun, but you'll have less snag hazard with the single point. Are you a fan of single point?
It depends on the platform. Single points do have a place, especially like we said, you got a PCC, something that's small, like i.e. like the Flux.
Yep.
I mean that's a great one. Like something small like this, wieldable. Obviously, you pop this out. There you go, and it's there. I can literally use this. I mean, just literally that. The Flux single point sling. Grab that, rip and go, and now I can just dangle this around my neck. It's pretty much, not in the place of where, anything too crazy. Just rip it, swim into it however I want to, whether it be front way, that way, and literally it just dangles like that. Obviously, this one's not configured for me. It's a little short boy, so I would have to a little fight right there, but it allows me to do this, and if I have to do anything hands off, there it is right there. It just falls to the wayside, so.
Yeah. So yeah, single point, as I said, downsides are the weapon kind of hangs freely. It could hit you in your knee or groin, and it's just not easy to run with, do stuff with. It kind of gets in the way. It's not like snug into your body. Obviously, easily. When it comes to CQB applications, when I run a 2-point sling, right, I'll generally swim out of my sling, and guess what? That makes it easier to kind of freely run that gun, especially like when you're doing a mag reload and the sling is not too tight on you. If it's too tight on you, then you actually have a hard time getting that gun up here. So there's downsides to both of them. Single point for me is more effective in that area and also switching shoulders. Anything else, it's kind of flimsy for me. And also snag hazard. And that's it. And moving on to the 2-point sling, which is, in my personal opinion,
the most nominal.
Most popular. Yeah. I run pretty much most of my guns, well, pretty much all of them at this point. I used to have a couple of single points, but I believe I ditched them. And I have 2 points. Now in this case, we've got the Ferro Concepts slingster here. And you see one attachment right here, the other one's right up here. You can actually attach to the M-lock or some loop, whatever you prefer. And you basically get this. Let me grab this guy right here, my little H&K. You've got one attachment up here. In this case, we have QD applications, or you can just loop through.
Yep, right? Loop through, HK hooks, you can do the D hook, ring. I mean, there's many ways to attach it. If you want to be uber secret squirrel, you can use 550 cord. Shout out to my boys who do that.
You can do that too, exactly. Yep. That gives you more options, right? So you got one attached up front here and one in the back. So that is 2.1 and 2. And what you do is you just swim into your rifle and see, it's not gonna freely, and I haven't even tightened this thing.
Right.
It's not gonna move around like the way the single point would. And the problem with this one is, like, remember I was talking about, like, I'd have to, this is actually loose, right? And if I'm just actually firing this thing and I wanna do a reload, it kinda gets tight for me. That's why when I'm in the house, I'll just run this way. So if I'm doing a reload, whatever, I can just easily maneuver this gun. Snag hazard, we talked about that, right? When you are reloading, this thing can and will get in the way for reloading your rifle. It's happened to me numerous times. I'm sure it's happened to a bunch of people who are watching. That's why mounting option is extremely important. If you mount it closer to this area, then it'll kind of clear the way. You won't have that problem. So not only, 2 points give you that snag hazard, but you can actually mitigate that. That's what I'm trying to say. But that's it. This is your 2-point options. And then we talked about 3 points. We're not going to talk about that. These are the two most common ones. And then we have the little hybrid stuff that we talked about, right? Like I've got the McLean dynamic slings right here. Now this is single point. Not. We've got this little thing right here. What you do is, actually, let me try to demonstrate this. I'm going to remove this. There we go. Actually, that's good enough. So you basically swim into this thing, and just like that, you run this gun as it is. It's single point. Then when you're done, you use this thing and you clamp it, and you've got this positive retention of this gun. It's close to your body. You can tighten it up. You can throw it on your back. You can get up on ladders. You can do a bunch of stuff, and it is basically like a 2-point. And when you're ready to fight, all you do is this thing right here. You just get that out. You're back in the fight. So it's pretty cool. I really like it. I run this thing on a couple of my guns. I really, really do enjoy it. So that's it. This is the hybrid system, and there's some other systems out there, so definitely check them out. But that's about it. So with that being said, I feel like let's talk about our favorite slings.
I'll give you one of my favorite slings, at least. I tend to stick around like 2 companies just because of the bonus features that it gives, the comfort and feel, and kind of like what I go for. I tend to stick to smaller, skinnier slings due to the fact of if I do wear plate carriers and stuff like that, I want it to not be cumbersome or get caught up on kit that much. I don't like really wide slings per se because it's just, first of all, you can feel it. Yeah. I mean, it is technically like a load-bearing equipment, so you can definitely feel that. I want something that's, nominal, kind of easy to get out of the way and just works. I tend to roll with Edgar Sherman slings. Number one, because of the design and how it does, especially the adjustability of it, but I tend to also go to how small it can actually stow on a rifle. So as you can see this, got my 11.5 MCX here. It's not really in the way. I can even fold this thing out like that and it's not really protruding that much. Plus, it gives me the bonus added feature. I know a lot of people say, oh, stowage. It's very important, especially on how you stage your rifle, because let's say if I grab this out of my go bag or whatever and I need to get busy with it, that's cool. I'm here. I can still, get my controls and be ambidextrous with it. But once I need it, I just rip it out of there and just literally just put it around my neck. And like you said, I don't normally go full into sling unless I'm like done with whatever. And then I can swim into it, swim out of it, and it gives me freedom to then switch shoulders if need be as well. So same thing with that. And then just the way it is, the adjustability, especially this tab here, has been a godsend. I mean, this thing is absolutely amazing. Ease of use to be is so adjustable, and it just really does work well. Plus, again, it's lightweight. It does exactly what I need to do, and allows me all the freedom in the world to then bump shoulders and either get in. So that's one of my favorites. Another one that I'm playing with right now is actually this new one from Flux, man.
Shout out to Ben and Luke.
Shout out to them. This thing's actually really, really cool. And the reason why I say that is, let me take this sling off because this is my preferred one.
You want the actual Flux?
No. The reason why I say this is...
It's a good one.
They're on to something here, and
it's a single point.
It's a single point. Yeah. But the way that it's done is very smart. Let's say you've got this in a go bag or anything like that.
Real nice.
It just stows real nice. I mean, it is like a little dangler, like a charm. But let's say you've got a go bag or whatever. You get this, you rip. You need to get into something right now. You're good to go. But then you need to sling this. You're just gonna pull and literally just swim this thing on, and you're able to bump shoulders so easily. And then not only that, let it hang.
Yeah.
So this is a new one that I'm playing with. I'm really vibing with it right now.
Flux.
It's really cool.
Ripcord sling from Flux. Yeah. I actually really like it. Yeah. I mean, love those guys. Those guys are good friends. We're gonna be hanging out sometime.
Your shoulders love it too, don't you?
Yes, absolutely.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, check out our SHOT Show coverage. Yeah. Our interviews with Flux are always them sitting on his shoulders, literally.
Yeah, me and Ben, we have this bromance going on over there. But, you know, I also have that bromance going on with Lucas, so definitely shout out to him. Now, I want to talk about favorite slings as in, you know, I'll basically talk about this real quick. I told you guys about the McLean slings, right? In a way, when I was demonstrating the hybrid, I basically touched base on this one. I love this thing. You guys saw what it is designed for. I think it's really cool. That's it. And the price, I don't think it's that much crazy either. I think it's pretty affordable. And again, when it comes to slings, just buy once, cry once, right? And they're not too crazy. But I want to talk about the Ferro Concepts slingster right here. Shout out to my good friend, one of my best friends in the world, Jim Foreman. He actually took this out of his own rifle, Active Crisis Consulting. We did training over there. He basically gifted it to me. So it's got a lot of sentimental value for me, right? 2-point attachment, as I was showing you. You can actually swap this to another QD if you wanted. I got this end right here, which is pretty cool. And what I love about this is you can add this padded shoulder part or you can remove it. It's up to you. It is, as you said, like slim. I do like them slim as well. And this adjustment knob, it is...
ladies.
Yeah, I know. I definitely like them slim. If you know me, I like them slim. But let's just say, right here, it is so freaking smooth, man.
Yeah. It is.
It is extremely important because when you're on that gun, you want to be able to like loosen it up or tighten it up on demand without kind of things getting all snagged, right? So there's that Ferro Concept slingster. They got multiple different colors. I got this thing.
What's a reason why somebody would actually want ease of adjustability in a sling?
I'll take. Oh, so if I'm shooting, if I'm doing something right, something's gonna happen. I need to tighten that up right away because I'm gonna go hands-on, right? I got security, something's going on. Now I know that I don't have to use my rifle, but I need to go hands-on at that point. I want to tighten that up real fast, real close to my body, good to go, or just flop, put it to my side or my back, and just go hands-on. I don't want to be like dicking around with that sling. It just needs to work real fast.
Right, and there are also many ways and motives of actually taking longer range shots while using sling tension. So those are definitely something. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you literally go into the sling, you get it to a nominal thing, and let's say you're a natural fulcrum for this, right? You get that arm down and you crank down. That actually provides so much tension right here that this pretty much can hold the gun up by itself, and you can just use this for fire control and just get that more accurate shot. So,
yeah, like bolt guns do that a lot, right? They just kind of wrap around and just hold it real tight, and it works. It does work. There's another company out there. We met them over at the NRA show in Atlanta just this year. Shout out to Ron over at Mitchell Defense, Riker USA. They have this sling. It basically stays tight to your body. It's elastic, so you don't have to really adjust it. As soon as you grab the gun, push forward, you're kind of punching forward. It's elastic, so it's automatically pulling the gun to your shoulder. Super stable. So again, shout out to Ron over there. That's another one that I really, really like. And moving on to, let's just talk about the most common one out there. Like when I say common, everybody in the world has used this, Which one is this, Jason?
The Magpul MS1 or MS series of slings.
That's
I mean,
it.
it's just industry standard stuff, right?
Yep, right there.
1-inch webbing. It's thick.
It is.
3 C's.
It is. So here it is. This is pretty much the way this is set up right now. This is how it's going to be. This is the admin. Let it hang. I'm kind of doing my thing, taking my notes, whatever, right? And I'm shooting. This is just I'm inside the sling. As Jason was talking about, this thing is tight perfectly. So right now I'm holding this gun real tight. So sling is definitely helping me hold this gun up. So it's very good for stability, right? There it is. And I can just make the adjustment here by just pulling this thing back here.
It's basically a huge tricline.
Yeah, just like that. It's low. And now I don't have to really swim out of this thing. It's already like, I can just do my reloads just fine. And because it's really loose. And if I want to get it tighter, it's not as good as the obviously Ferro Concepts or Edgar Sherman. Yeah, there you go.
Believe it or not, those type of things make or break a sling for me, and those are literally why I choose what I choose.
Yeah, so, it's very important. Sling selection is very important.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, obviously you got to train with it.
Yep.
So you can be efficient with it. Now this is fully in there, and if I just swim out of this thing, let's say I'm shooting this thing just like that, pop, 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 doing my thing.
Yep.
If I'm doing a reload, this is kind of out of the way because it's super tight. Like it's fully like tightened up.
Right.
If it's loose like that, do you see this?
It gets in the way.
It gets in the way. If I'm trying to do a reload, this could literally just get in the way. It happens. It's happened to me, so be careful with that.
I will say
this
this.
Is good.
Most slings are also meant for you to customize, so let's get into that. Obviously, they come pretty stock, pretty long, so depending on your shape, body type, all that jazz, make sure you try to customize your sling to you. And when I say that, customize it in its widest out or most pulled out form, and then cut it down so then you can tweak it to whatever your needs are.
Absolutely.
So that's why you literally take shears, cut it, take a little lighter, burn the end, singe it to make sure everything comes back because it's not either Cordura or nylon or in that blended family, and then you just make it to you. So.
Yeah, it needs to be set up, ready to go.
Yep.
And the last one that we have over here is going to be Blue Force Gear, Vickers Tactical. This is on this H&K MR27.
Another thick boy.
Right here. It is. And I'm not a big fan of that, but these are very reputable companies. So a 2-point, I talked to you guys about this initially in the video. Again, kind of in this thing. That's what it is. And then I can just use this tab. They all have different styles, right? And just tighten this up. Just like that. Now this is in an admin mode. I'm not fighting in this mode, right? If something happens and I don't have like another thing, like it's very important, like you need to be able to adjust your sling right away, but for some reason you can't, swim out of it. And then just fight like that. And you can swim back in and kind of keep it this way.
Yep.
That's what it is. So in a nutshell, these are our favorite slings out there, and we gave you the reasons why and the types of slings out there. Yep. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. What are your favorite slings and why? And do you guys like single point, 2-point, or 3-point, and why?
Yeah, there's a bunch of other companies out there. Viking Tactics, Tac 10. You name it, they make it. There's slings out there all day long. So
yeah, there's a bunch of them out there. Just picture soon, but it is so rare.
It is. Extremely
We'll
rare.
have to kind of maybe let us know in the comment section. Do you guys want us to feature this over at CF
M27?
Contest? This is the only one we have, and I want to keep it. Let us know, guys. And if you don't know what CF Contest is, Google it. You'll know what I'm talking about. Guys, as always, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your business.
God bless.
We'll see you on the next one.